Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV reaction. Today we have Burning Souls, as requested, of course, by Crosslancer, as always with this game and these songs. And I am very aware, because Crosslancer told me, that this is apparently used as a motif for a song I already heard before, Not Afraid. So I re-listened to that so I can see how it was approached, but I don't know what this song, obviously, is going to sound like on its own. So that's today's journey, and I suppose without further ado, let's go! Why's bro gotta be weird like that? Put that thing away, damn. Bro's a freak. Taking it low and slow. I appreciate that a lot. Really sets the mood for everything. I don't think I've recognized any motif quite yet. Maybe? Oh. There it is. Okay. I was like, it's gotta be somewhere. That's so different. I mean, yeah, same motif, but just how they're utilizing it. Ooh. Start throwing in hammer-ons, melting faces. We just got here. Bro's playing guitar with that tongue of his. I really like that though, the dun, 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 dun. That's a really good riff. Simple, effective, my favorite things. I love complexity too, but only when you need it, you know? I really like how it has such a punch to it. It's slow. I really like that. Coming off of Not Afraid, having listened to that right before this, I really appreciate how they adapted that. Stank on it. They're like, like the reliance on the strings in there too. Woo. This has me air guitaring. That's rare. I just saw the player's name. I am Batman. Oh God. I know you probably can't see that on your side, but it's the third from the bottom. I am Batman. That's good. I appreciate it. Stupid? Yes. Fun? Absolutely. This one's a lot more like musically dense too. This song has a lot more instrument depth on it. Like this, that like Rhodes piano, that keyboard sound. Ooh. It's not just a rock band, you know? There's just other stuff. I already mentioned those strings earlier. Like, how those strings come out of all of that anger that's screaming in there. That's so weirdly effective. Okay, now we're getting to the end. I know they just loop these. I've heard so many of these. I know for these uploads, a lot of the time it's just like once or twice it repeats. But it is really nice that I get to hear more of the song. Like, I don't know if I would have noticed that scream thing had I not had the extra time to listen. This has so many qualities. I think I prefer this over Not Afraid. All right, so like I said there at the end, I think I like this song better than I liked Not Afraid. Not Afraid was cool, don't get me wrong. And I like how that utilizes the motif from this. However, I think that this is a much better application of both the motif and just the general sound variety in here. I know I mentioned that during the reaction too. There's so much more happening in here. I love the separation of having like actual like violins and like basically quartet strings coming in here to kind of act as ballast against the heavier rock sounds. Even though that is largely where the song is sitting itself, it just has so much more variety in it. Like even culturally, like there was definitely like a Western and an Eastern fusion blend kind of going on in here with the instruments being utilized and how they were approaching the music. And also, like I definitely mentioned, I love that little, like, it's not really, I don't think it always settles on the D there, but it does start at the A flat and work its way down to the F. Like, that's basically the core of it, but I think it does go to like finish off a phrase once or twice in there. It might also just end on like that D minor for some reason. I don't think that does happen though, because if that happens, then this wouldn't work out so well, but this is a diminished, so maybe that's it. And that's why I kind of like it, because it is just the blues pass of the D key, and I'm pretty sure that's where we are for this song, but you always want to lift up the fourth or the fifth. A flatted fifth, which would be that, is definitely how you would handle it, and it's just, it feels so good just naturally naturally. That's something that works really well with like especially metal, because they utilize so many chromatic scalings in order to do things like soloing. It's just one of their things that works in that genre because they don't really conform to the usual music theory rules and regulations. So being able to do things like that is something that tends to work best for those moments where you have that dissonance in there. And just like blues, rock and metal has a lot of dissonance. So you're able to utilize those sorts of things to be able to have a little bit of a crunch before you kind of resolve back to wherever you are. Because like that's usually where you would go, but it goes up there. And it's just, again, it's cool. I love music. I mean, this is once more a beautiful song. I love everything that this song has built around it. I love the energy it brings. And even though I really think that Not Afraid was a cool variation of this, now that I've heard this song just does it better. It's slower, it's more methodic, it handles all of its energy required as needed and doesn't put any extra anywhere else. And it doesn't make you go in a different direction either. It keeps you on this single solitary path. And it's like a train, like a steam locomotive, just chug it, just go into town. That's all it needs to be. It has the energy required to get this huge fucker on screen everything he needs to feel menacing and like a threat in general. So having that, and of course the adaptation to Not Afraid, while that also had obviously a huge guy on it, they needed more aggression on that version of it. So I'm glad that they just had the intensity on this one. So thematically works out beautifully, and I think they did a fantastic job for both, but this one's definitely my favorite of the two. But I think that's about all I gotta say on this one. It wasn't much, but it was something, you know, like there's still definitely the unique qualities of both. And while I do love the other one, this one just kind of pulls itself ahead for me. And I love the music that comes from this game in general. And I think that these Arcadian fights are just some of the coolest, most unique music I've heard out of this game when it comes to just the qualities of how they get to each character. They really have like a similarity to them, weirdly enough, but they're also so unique in genre and approach. Even when you have things like this motif being utilized by a different fight, you can tell that they are completely different characters. And even though they're tying it together, they're not being too kind about it. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to something else from Final Fantasy, by all means, drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if like Crosslancer did, you want to guarantee that I listen to something, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships, or you can force me to listen to something. Doesn't matter what it's from, who it's by, if it's good or bad, none of that matters. That's why it's a guarantee. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!